Have you ever noticed this? You can do all the right things, the breathing, the grounding, the slowing down, and in the moment it works, but then later you're overwhelmed again, reactive again, exhausted again, and it leaves you wondering, why does it feel like I keep starting over? Here's the truth most people aren't talking about. Regulation helps you get through the moment, but capacity determines how much life you can actually hold. And if your capacity doesn't change, your baseline doesn't change. So today, I want to show you something different. Not just how to calm your nervous system, but how to expand it in the way you live your everyday life. So just to ground us for a second. Regulation is what you do when your system is activated. It helps you come back to center in the moment when things feel like too much. Capacity is different. Capacity is what determines how much life you can experience without your system getting overwhelmed in the first place. Regulation is support. Capacity is resilience. And a lot of women I work with, especially walking through perimenopause and autoimmune challenges, they've gotten really good at regulating, but they still feel like they're living in a very small window, like it doesn't take much to feel thrown off. And that's not a failure. It just means your capacity hasn't had the chance to expand yet. So life still feels like too much, way too often. And this is where I want to gently shift how you think about it. Capacity isn't built in your hardest moments. It's built in your everyday life, the in-between moments, the ordinary moments, the quiet moments, the moments where nothing is necessarily wrong, because your nervous system is always taking in information. It's always asking things like, is this safe? Is it safe to stay here? Is it safe to feel this without needing to rush out of it? And the way you meet those moments, that's what starts to expand your baseline over time. Not intensity, but consistency. Now, let's make this real in your day. Let's walk through what this can look like in a really practical way. Not adding more to your life, but shifting how you move through what's already there. For your morning, the way you enter your day matters more than you think. Most of us wake up and immediately go into doing, immediately spiking our system, checking our phone, thinking about everything we need to handle, and your system hasn't even had a moment to arrive yet. So instead of asking yourself to have some perfect morning routine, maybe just start with asking, can I enter my day instead of being thrown into it? Here are a few shifts to try. Maybe sit up in bed and take 3 slower breaths before standing. Maybe let your eyes adjust to the room instead of grabbing for stimulation. Place a hand on your body, maybe your chest or your stomach, for grounding. Nothing big. You're not trying to be calm. You're just teaching your system, I can start the day without so much urgency. I can start with calm and purpose. And for your transitions where most dysregulation happens, this is one of the biggest places capacity gets built, and almost no one talks about it. The moments in between things, going from work into home, from being alone to being needed, from one task straight into the next. Most of us don't transition. We just carry everything with us, taking our last moment into the next, and it stacks. So this is a place you can begin to shift gently. Capacity is built when you complete moments. So try this. Pause for 30 seconds before switching roles. Maybe take one breath where your exhale can be longer than your inhale. Maybe mentally say, that moment is done, I'm entering the next. And maybe even say that out loud. You're teaching your body It doesn't have to hold on to everything all day. This is how you stop stacking stress in your body. One shift I made to help me with this is just taking 2 to 3 minutes with sitting in silence in my car before going inside my house to my family after work, or sitting outside for a few minutes after a stressful meeting to release that energy. And for your evenings, how you come down at the end of the day, this one matters. Because if your system never fully comes down, your capacity doesn't really expand. It just keeps running, never getting to feel safe until it crashes. So instead of immediately checking out or distracting or just pushing through, see if you can give your body a moment to land. Maybe try sitting for 2 minutes without any input, no phone, no TV, and letting your body feel that this day is over. Maybe ask yourself, what is still here in my body? Not to fix it, just to notice it and allow it. Capacity grows when your body learns, I don't have to escape myself to feel okay. And this is the part that changes everything. It's not the big things that change your nervous system. It's these small moments where you stay a little longer, soften a little bit more, and don't rush yourself out of what you're feeling. That's what builds capacity. That's how your window of tolerance expands. That's how your baseline shifts. And it's how life starts to feel really different without you needing to control everything in you and around you. So if you've been feeling like you're doing the work, you're using the tools, but maybe you're still not experiencing the shift that you really want, this might be the missing piece. Not more protocols or tools, not more effort, but learning how to live inside your body a little differently throughout your day. And if you want support with this, this is exactly what we begin to do inside my back and control session. We start with regulation, but we move into expanding your capacity so you can actually feel more steady, more clear, and more like yourself again. Let's rise together.